Alright guys, today's video going to be about how I built my little engine run stand. It's not a whole motor engine stand. It's going to be a little, just cheapy, a little cheap. Everything was basically everything I had here already. The only things I really had to buy was the gauges, key switch, tack, and I had to buy some nuts for some mounts. But the channel's going pretty good so far, man. Starting to get a couple more subscribers here and there, so hopefully y'all can, before you click off this video, just subscribe. You ain't never ever gotta watch my videos, just give me a subscribe. And the guys that's watching and all that, I appreciate it. Everything's going good. I'm getting some views now up. Trying to figure out more content, something that people's gonna be liking. We got I'm already done building this, so when you guys see this video on how I build it, I ain't gonna tell you this is how you should build it. I just built it because it's stuff I had laying around. Today I'm gonna start on a video on trying to get this motor mounted onto the tractor there. I bought a flange, so I'm gonna try to machine this flange down to actually fit the shaft, because the shaft is I bought the wrong one. I bought the flange, and it's for a bigger shaft, and that's a weird size shaft. So I appreciate everything y'all are doing, liking and commenting and subscribing, and hopefully you guys can share a little bit. Some of your friends, if you like it, if you think your friends will like it. So we're gonna get on to the video. All right, we're on to the Chevy Vortec. I'm gonna be making some bracing, kind of hold the front of this up a little bit, and build me something for a radiator out here so we can test run this. Man, that's awful close, ain't it? Man, that's nuts. I think we're gonna have to go to the other side. Use this over on this side. There's a plug that goes in there. That's awful. That's too close. That's gonna rub. But anyways, on these Vortex, there's a third hole right there. This water pump that I got came with a plug, and I didn't know it was going to do that, so I went and bought a tap and a little set screw. To plug it well. Needless to say, that's too small anyways. So I come out here, mount this this thing up. I may even have it upside down. Maybe it goes the other way. I mean, that's supposed to go. I don't think it's so. It's supposed to come down and go to the thing. But I don't like how close that thing is, though. Is that? Once I get it tightened up, maybe it'll fit a little better. But I just wanted to show this. That comes with the plug. Use a little silicone, shove that in there. Tap it in there with a punch. That's cool. So, but that's what we're going to do today. We're going to get us a stand built so we can mount our radiator on here, and a fan. I got an electric fan too. So I'll be having to get some relays and to run our fan, and a relay to run our water pump. And we'll run everything off, like the key switch. So we can just turn a key and start it. It's electric choke, so we don't have to worry about a choke cable. We'll have to worry about a throttle cable eventually. So that's where we're at. That's what we're going to do. I got to get stuff together and figure out what we're going to do or how we're going to build it. I got some 1/2-inch black pipe and some 3/4 black pipe. May use the 3/4. Alright, I got some measurements made from the bottom of the locating pin down there on the radiator, 29.5 inches apart. So I've got a height of 4 foot. So I measured, because this is a 36-inch piece, measured half is 18. Half of 29.5 inches is 14 3/4. So I went from the center to down here to 14 3/4, marked it here to here, 14 3/4. Put my tape measure across there, and it's 29.5. So I made sure that is what that was. And that's where we're gonna put our uprights at. If I can hold on to the square. And I'm just doing this for kind of so I know where to put it, obviously. I should have built it all out of angle iron, but I don't. I got this on hand. It's free. It's a 1/2-inch black pipe from when I put my pool heater in. Let's get you up off here. Oh, that's tough. Oh, dang it. Damn, that magnet's strong. So here's our one of our pieces. And we'll try to center that up the best we can. And it's not real flat either. It's kind of so I'll have to grind on it a little bit, get it a little flatter, or just weld it the way it is. You'll see there's my 4-foot piece. I know I got the stangies. Here we go. We may be able to get away with just come on, stick. Thing's got so much grinding dust on it. So that's how we're going to do it. Goes all the way up to there. That'd be 4 foot, just a little above the motor, and high enough for the radiator to fit in there. And once we get this up built, this frame, we'll weld some washers right here somewhere. We'll have some washers and them locating pins for the radiator can fit there, and then we'll just make us something that will fit the radiator, hold the radiator to this frame. So that's where we're at. First one of you laugh about my welds. I'm blocking you. Yeehaw. Yeah, she's a beaut. She's a beaut, Clark. Let's see. spilled some coffee right there. That's why she's steaming. We'll have to move this thing so I can. You guys are on my bias, that's why you guys are moving. She ain't pretty, but she'll hold. By golly. So now we gotta do some other things here. So then we'll get a measurement in between here and there, and get my 29. So we'll have to kind of set it up over here so we can get the height of where we want the radiator at. But I'm gonna kick some legs out on each side of this, so we have so it won't fall backwards. You know, I may just run do a piece this way straight across. But, and then I will weld the tabs on here, and then I will bolt that to the stand. That way, you know, it'll help hold it up too, and won't be all rotten a whole bunch. So, probably have to be, I put it out anyways, we'll see. Yep, that's it so far. Got our little feet back there. I'm only going to do one thing in the back to hold this up. Should be good. I want to brace. I lock these. I doubt that thing goes anywhere. I lock these locks. I'm going to turn these wheels a little different on each side and lock them. Come on. And just lock it. I don't know. It ain't like them unbolts shouldn't break back there. I wouldn't think. It's moving the whole upright, not the anything back there. So this may just be the way it goes. There you go. She's pretty parallel, pretty straight with the motor. So then all we got to do is put the radiator in there, figure out how to mount the fan, figure out how to find some washers that'll fit the bottom of them. Let's see, let's check this out. What's this? They're a little loose. Should give me enough play though to be able to do that. What about these sizes? Nope, too small. So it looks like we're going to use these right here for it. And all I'm going to do is weld them right there to the thing. I'll cut them back a little bit. I may even put we'll grind them so they fit, you know, at a little circle so it fits a little better in there. tell you what I should do. It's piece this 1/2 inch, space it out, and be able to drop that down in the tube instead of using washers. I'm gonna look for some more pipe. That's what I'm gonna do. And we're shooting from the hip, figuring out as we go. So we just have to make up for the account that it sets in a little bit, so we'll have to space it out a little bit. But I got some junk metal that I can weld in there, and we'll get her figured out. It's what I come up with. I just welded me some nuts together. Probably should hit that weld a little bit better there, a little more. And 85 cents a piece. You can't buy, you know, decent spacers for that. And I didn't have any pipe that would. I had 3/4. But so yeah, that's gonna work. It's warm, but got her. And then that will bolt to that. I'll just drill a hole through it and bolt a hole through that and bolt her together, and should be all right. I was kind of worried about it rocking, but I think once I get that bolted on, she's gonna be good. And then I gotta wait till he's cooled down, and then put the radiator on there, and then figure out some type of way to strap it on, because it don't have bolt holes. It's supposed to be like come down and lock on with like with a fan shroud or something will be the way to lock it on there. But yeah, so we'll keep moving along here. I got my plate for my gauges and all that still. I gotta put on there. I'll do that once I get the radiator figured out, I think. But if I go and we stick that like that, this is angle iron, I can weld it to the lip right there, and weld it to the right across this lip right there, and she'll have that angle. So we should be good. There we go. I just ended up zip tying the radiator to this, put a piece of styrofoam there, and then I just zip tied the radiator in there. They're snug, they're not going anywhere. Yeah, it's the fan's a little small, but it's just to do a little tuning. Should be all right once I'll put my big fan in front right here on the floor, blow through the, kind of blowing towards it too, and should be good. Pretty much done. I gotta get my piece of metal up here for my gauges. I'll mount the gauges pretty close up here, so I don't have a bunch of weight down here wanting to bounce. You know, should have not mounted this quite yet. Should have got that done. I'm going to end up having splatters. Hopefully, they don't burn some of the plastic, or too worried about the fan thing. But we'll tack the metal right across this part and right here. Now I'll put it at a slope, like I was saying earlier. Gotta find my hole saw stuff. I don't know what I did with it. I bought a new hole saw, and I got this piece, but I don't have the piece that goes into my drill. And I put a drill bit in. When I was cleaning up the other day, I know I seen it, and I can't remember if I threw it away or not. I didn't think I did, but yeah, this thing don't really have much into it. Should be starting my new job Monday. We'll see how that goes. And then there's that I was looking for that the other day. I got a call from Ameren yesterday, which is the power company around here. And they're looking for somebody in their auto shop to work on all kinds of crap like I do. at all my other jobs, whatever. So I go for testing on the 7th of November for that. Hopefully I get that job. That job there pays quite well. The job I start on Monday pays pretty good. You know what I mean? It ain't nothing to brag about at all though. So I gotta get to finding this hole saw thing so I can get these gauges in there. So let me look around. This is gonna be a pretty short video, you know. It's just building a little homemade engine stand. I see them big elaborate ones or whatever, where you put your motor on there with motor mounts, but I did it with the cart and my engine stand, things I got sitting around. If I don't like how this is, you know, going with the bouncy stuff, I can always brace it off down here off my wheels, off the casters. I could probably just bolt something to it, come straight up and clamp it to that. Then I gotta figure out how to do a gas tank also. Since I touched that, it tells me I forgot about that. So gotta build a battery box, or just leave it on the, you know, or just leave it on the thing or whatever, the ladder that I've been using it on. But I think she's gonna go. I think it's gonna. I mean, why wouldn't it work? I mean, it's the same idea of basically in a car with a radiator. I gotta figure out something for that exhaust though. And if I want to, I can actually run my oil cooler lines to the thing. Now, I got this fan for 20 bucks at the junkyard. Brand new radiator, never been used, off Marketplace for 40 bucks. Now the guy wants to do one. I put the 40 bucks on the morning. It's for, I want to say Trailblazer. I think it's for, it said 98 to 2008 Blazer, which I don't think, that's where we're at. We'll keep working on it. I still gotta get up. Got for me. Yeah, baby Kate showed up. Of course, she won't be on the golf cart already. So anyways, we're gonna probably hold off. So I just, I got pretty sure I can't. So that's where we're at. Get along a little ways, and we'll see what's up. Alright, we gonna get us our gauges put in here. I think I want the key over here. I don't know if you guys see my hand or not, but put the key over here so I can start and, you know, run my throttle over here on this side. My carburetor will be on this side of it. And that's the size of the gauge, obviously. I went and had to buy a hole saw kit because I couldn't find that arbor for the other ones. This is at my local hardware store. Wasn't cheap, that's for sure. Pretty nice little set. It's got more adapters. I don't know why. I guess maybe if I get a couple smaller sizes. Comes from I think 7/8 to 2 inch. Oil gauge. I mean, it gave me a little thing here too. So if I have room for my key switch, I think for my so that'd be cool. I gotta find my temp sensor too, or temp gauge too. I just kind of marked the center. It's not, no, I'm not gonna say it's closed, but gotta break out the other gun, the other drill. This drill's tired of it. I need to order a new one with a new battery. Order like a 1/2 inch impact with a battery or something. Make it worthwhile. Ah, come on. Go with that one. I want this side to be my oil gauge, but we gonna just see how it fits. Make sure it fits okay. Get in there. Get in there. Yeah, she fits good. Sweet. Never really been a fan of hole saws. Suck. This set actually works pretty good. I shouldn't say this set worked. That worked pretty good. I think having a good drill with a good not a battery one. Yeah, tore that up. didn't I? Dang it. Ah, you hot. It's hot. Get off there. My thing moved around on me. That's what happened. Didn't have my clamp tight enough. May end up being just a little different, because I'm gonna probably flip this metal over to hide that stuff. But it fits in there nice and snug, a little too snug, I think. Yeah, see, it fits in there good. Looks like I'm probably gonna shift it over this way, turn it this way so you can't see my mess up. Yeah, you can't really see it anyways. I think I'll be all right that way. Okay. So now we got to get key hole drilled. Since I bought this, I might as well use it. That's close to 1 inch. Let's see. Let's measure this part of it. 1.9. So I think a 1 inch will do. Check this out. They're quick release. I like. Man, I need to organize my vents a little better. Let's see. 1 1/8. 7/8. This thing didn't come with a 1 inch. Huh. Well, ain't that just freaking peachy? Yeah, I didn't think that through too well, did I? If I have to, I'll stick a washer behind it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get me a washer or something to stick behind there, or maybe a bigger nut. Wish I had a nut. All right, well, messed that up. I knew I should have just went ahead and gotten a 1 inch one, but things ain't cheap, man. They're like 25 bucks a piece. But we'll figure out something to put there, keep it from falling in. There we go. That well didn't look half bad for whatever you want to call it, flux core. I hate this flux core, but I cleaned up all the burrs and stuff off there, and I rounded the edges off here, rounded the edges off on this and this up here, so don't really catch me. I'm debating on putting the tack here or there. What did I do with the tack? I know I brought it out here somewhere. Yeah, I think that balancer's awful big, man. I was looking at the one on my Suburban out here, and it didn't look that big. So, but we'll figure out how to run that water pump with that. I know I brought that dang tack out here. There it is. See, down there it's too much. I'm gonna have to build a base. I'm gonna have to stick a base off there. Dang it, that sucks. Maybe I'll stick it right between them gauges. I think if I just put them right there and then just do the drill the holes right there, I think it'll be alright. Won't have to have a base. Put it right there between the gauges. Maybe offset it over here. And that'll leave me room for my throttle right there. We'll see. I think this is the way we're going to go right here. Offset it a little bit. I don't know, maybe right in the center of the gauges. This way I can see what's happening with the motor. It's out of the way a little bit. I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to put it right here. And we'll drill me a couple little holes. Do the hole mount there through the angle iron right here. We'll put a screw in it. So that's what we're going to do. And there she is in all her glory. Piece. Can't let nobody steal it. I have to take my key with me. Wheel gauge, temp gauge. I'll have a couple of toggle switches here. I want to be able to like turn my choke on when I want it on. I'll run it, you know, from the key switch power over here. Flip my toggle switch on once I think it's warmed up enough, and then let it start warming up on its. And hopefully that's strong enough to do some type of throttle here. So that part's done. It's onto the wiring, but I'm going to get a fuse box with some relays. I can wire my relay in from my fan and fuel pump off of this. Oh, I do need a toggle switch for my fuel pump. I want to be able to do that when I can. I didn't get this over here that tight, but I got this one tight, but it's in there. It's on there. So here's the end result. I know I kind of just played a little mantra or whatever you call them things of building this thing, and kind of the end result. You got a cooling fan, just zip tied to the radiator, just a little cheapy, 20 bucks, 40 bucks for the radiator, and then that will be bolted there to hold the stand from, you know, it's a wobbly, so if I bolt it, it's not going to wobble. I still have to get the what's that called? Thermostat housing. My hoses, I've got to get some block offs for these. Figure out how to get, you know, I need, well, I shouldn't say figure out, but electric water pump put on and get the carburetor back on. We rebuilt the carburetor in the previous video. We still got to make a fuel tank and a battery tray. And we'll probably just, you know, do the battery tray off the back or something, or maybe just because I still want to use my engine stand to build motors. So we'll probably just set the motor onto the side, and we'll probably just get like a gas tank out of a ride mower for the gas tank. So that's the end result. I got to get a radiator cap. I still got to put a throttle on here and some toggle switches just to run the fan and the water, the fan, the water pump, and the fuel pump. And then we'll be able to start tuning this. That'll be on a later video. I'm going to move on to something else for a little bit. Hopefully the tractor will get that situated today, kind of. And we'll be working on that for the next couple videos, hopefully. That's not the carb that's going on. This is a smaller one that I had. I may end up trying to rebuild that too eventually. It's a Holly Performance, or Performance. Update on a little job situation. Started Monday at my new one. Kind of like it, man. It's actually pretty nice. It's dirty work. Greasy, man. It's really greasy. Guys I kind of work with, they don't use drip pans. They kind of just let the stuff go on the floor, and it's like, where's your guys' drip pans? Oh, they're around here somewhere. I'm like, well, no wonder why these fucking floors look like they do, man. And so I'm gonna talk to the service manager and try to get him to buy everybody freaking drip pans. You know, they got some that's low profile and big and round. They can stick that up underneath whatever they're working on and just let that go in a drip pan instead of on the floor. They'll let it go on the floor and throw down a pig mat. Well, you're still gonna have residual that they don't mop up or clean up or anything. So, you know, and the whole, you spill something, you got to stop cleaning that up. It's a safety issue. And stop what you're doing, clean up your spill so nobody slips and falls. But, you know, I don't know. I mean, it's above my pay grade, but I don't like working in filthy stuff. I mean, my garage might be cluttered, but the floor is like free of grease and oil. You know, I have spilt stuff in here and kind of let it go for days, but that's because nobody comes in here. But, you know, when I try to work, I try to clean that stuff up. I got approved for testing at Ameren, which is the local utility company. Actually, matter of fact, if you look down that way, there's an Ameren truck right there. I won't be working on no power lines or anything. That I'll be working in the they have it title is garage technician. So fingers crossed. I hope y'all say a good word for me. See, hopefully I can pass these tests. I took a couple of their little practice tests, and these are they're a little hard. Some of the questions are a little hard, but kind of got through them. I seem to do okay on the little practice test. That one pays real handsome, and it's got a pension, it's got PTO, it's got all kinds of benefits. It's got an actual retirement, not 401. It's actually the pension. So that's the one I really need. That's the one I really need. I'll still be doing the old YouTube stuff. It's kind of fun. Plus, I like to build my own stuff and to share with you all. That makes it even funner. So with that, we'll go ahead and call this one good and done and over with. And then I'm gonna get on the tractor. I'm gonna try to put my videos up on Sundays, or Saturday evenings if possible. If not, they'll be probably Sunday mornings. But I'd like to do Saturday mornings, like so you can get up and watch your Saturday cartoons, and that's what I'm gonna try to do, man. I'm gonna try my best to keep them on Saturday mornings or either Saturday afternoons. But we're gonna wrap this one up, and we're gonna get on to this thing, man. Y'all have a good one, and hopefully see you on the next one.